It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and front and center is Sam Laporta. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Lions and the Bills, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's Week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Ford Field. A return now from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So out come the Bills and the face of the franchise, 28-year-old Josh Allen. Year 7 already with Buffalo. The last 4 years, over 4,000 passing yards in each. The man who makes this team go.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one complete. KJ Osborne with the grab. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Buffalo. They'll motion over Samuel. Now Allen on 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Slot receiver, headed right. On 2nd down, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Allen gonna throw again. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Allen on 3rd down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Injured player on the field, and that indeed is Josh Allen. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now, Trubisky. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down. Goff to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw is Goff. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And they have the first down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions.
Williams in motion.
1st and 10.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Goff. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Goff to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bills offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. They send him right out of the slot. On play action, he'll set up to throw. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. Here's 3rd and 7. Trubisky to throw. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Trubisky has his man. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Trubisky. That is brought in at the 10. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Trubisky. He's got it at the 3. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Trubisky. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Goff. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's a short one caught by Laporta.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh! And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the 1st quarter, they've done just that.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. We are through 1. 10-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
He'll try and run here with Cook.
James Cook.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Slot man in motion left. They'll look to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this one go long for Williams. is going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 13-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Lions offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
For Jahmyr Gibbs, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and running back James Cook making their way out. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Trubisky. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's the punter now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's Jack Fox now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Trubisky to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one. 3rd and long. Trubisky. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. He is in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Pass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Goff. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Badgley for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, here's Jaquan Hardy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and Curtis Samuel getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's third down and a few inches. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That's going to be caught by Kincaid.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A gain there of 15. First down, Buffalo. They'll motion over Samuel. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Trubisky. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Second and 11. Here's Trubisky. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On first down, it's Goff. He's going to air this one out. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joshua Dobbs leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if
the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here
as this
with a
second
victory.
half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and Mitch Trubisky set to take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense.
Still first down.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. It is 3rd and 10. Valdez Scantling on the move. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Now it is 1st and goal. Valdez Scantling on the move. And he'll take it on in. Marquez Valdez Scantling. Touchdown, Bills.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
At the 45-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
In motion, Peoples-Jones. From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Now, Trubisky. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Off balance throw, it's complete. And they're gonna move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the handoff, this is Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he gets this up close to the 40. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
One more time for Montgomery. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. Here's Trubisky to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Throwing, Goff. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. Goff to throw. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Bills offense and their running back set to go once more. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Trubisky to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Trubisky. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long.
Number 4,
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
sets up a 3rd down and 18.
3rd and long. Now, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing is Trubisky. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Raymond going to return it. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now.
For the Lions.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are moving in on a double-digit win season, a 10th victory on the year to start this drive with 1st down. He's got that complete to Knox. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
And 2 at the 30-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. Here's Trubisky. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Holding offense.
Now whistles and a timeout. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Trubisky. He'll try to run for it. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Cook. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false
Ball
start.
start. Offense.
They motion the slot man left. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Tight end on the move left. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up.
A 34-yard attempt.
Pass is kicked is good. And the Bills will extend their lead. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Goff. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the
Neutral zone
defenders
infraction,
got a head start.
defense.
Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
Down just shy of the goal line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will score! Game on! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game. And now a chance to tighten this down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8.
That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. Interesting move here. No kicker. They're still going to go for 2. This time it's from the 12-yard line. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Cook. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills' offense ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Hooker to throw. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
To throw, Hooker. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
How often do we hear, Mike, when a team is trailing by 8, everyone says, well, it's still a one-possession ball game. Yeah, but that's only if you can convert the two-point try, which is kind of 50-50. So they got to stay aggressive, knowing they still need a two-point conversion if they want to tie this thing up.
Throwing is Hooker. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Here's Hooker. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Hooker. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here's first and 10. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills, and it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.